tested. And even when these teams have struggled and winless seasons have been part of the equation, that just intensified the resolve to bring home the apples. On the banks of Lake Washington, it's Husky Stadium. It's the Washington State Cougars and the Washington Huskies. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
The Washington Huskies trying to get back on top, coming off a strong season at 9-4. Jed Fish is starting to build back that roster. After his quarterback, Damon Williams, flirted with the transfer portal, he is back in purple and gold, and that is good news for the Huskies trying to build something special in the Big Ten. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Cougars kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. And he's going to bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. After that kickoff, the medical staff is out there to tend to the injured player. That is their sophomore starting wide receiver. Hope he's just shaken up momentarily. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on it. They'll move the wide receiver. Play fake, Williams. Caught in the backfield, it's Moss. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
I love defenses that can tackle the catch. Right away, you're not giving up any yak. As soon as that player has the ball, he goes down now.
And they're going to be in a world of hurt if they don't get this thing going forward here on second down from the 13. Williams. Wide open downfield. Makes the stop at the 29-yard line, but not before he gets 15 on that play.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Sixkiller. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Sixkiller impersonation.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. It's Williams again. Caught. And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Williams. Caught by Williams on the left. Touchdown, Washington! He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They're on the board first here in the season opener. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. So Washington State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. They'll give it to the transfer. First carry. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Might be calling a hot route. Might have a chance. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. A continual subplot since these two first squared off in 1900 is Washington State trying to prove it deserves the same respect and status as UW.
And I think oftentimes the great rivalries out west are forgotten in college football. This game between Washington and Washington State is...
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And this is going to be the matchup for this defense all game long. Containing the QB speed, because he can get out and he can roll. Nice job early in this football game, judging his speed, getting out there, getting the sack, and most importantly, getting a hit on him early in this football game so he can physically fuel you, and those hits can start to add up throughout a football game.
Oh, it's off the side of his foot. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. The Huskies offense out there and ready to go. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The hand to the running back.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Play action with Williams. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. You use the play action to try to slow down the rush, make the defense hesitant. In that case, they weren't hesitant at all.
No, they weren't, and it was a nice job with respect to effort on defense. You saw guys engaged one-on-one. They got dudes beating some blocks, lots of speed in the front of that defense. You saw it on that play.
He'll get rid of it. Got his man on the right. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. The Huskies come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Leaves it with the running back. Not a whole lot of room as he gets a couple inside the 30 to the 29. All right, guys, let's chat for just a moment about Washington. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we've got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Washington State going quickly.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the gun on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. Intercepted. Oh, what a cut. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. Motion from the wide receiver. It'll be a gain of 6. That's up 2nd and 4.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Throwing, Williams. It's complete on the right side. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. And the Huskies have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Maybe a crease. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Husky! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And here's the return. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. This time he's got it. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Washington State lines up quickly.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Pulls it in. It's Hawkins. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. This rivalry has a deep and storied history. Plenty of memorable moments. Here are a few of them. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking to throw on first down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Another off throw from this quarterback, and they knew coming into the game that they were going to have success. They had to be efficient throwing the football. They have not been that so far. Whether it's been pass pro, bad routes, bad throws, they're not getting it done right now through the air.
Lost to throw again. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. A strike downfield. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. He goes right back to the air, and they can't make the connection.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
He's there to make the stop.
That's really worrisome if I'm the head coach watching my run game suffer the way it has early in this game. And that's why you're down by a lot of points right now. The only way you're going to change the scoreboard is if you're able to find a way to start running it. So if you can't do it with your running backs, you got to think about QB runs, jet sweeps. You got to find ways to have balance and be able to get it done on the ground.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Cougars! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, checking in from the Washington sideline. Developing story, guys. Their best wide receiver is dealing with a few issues. Very banged up here in this game, but he is battling through it, still on the field, trying to perform for his offense. I'll keep you posted on how he's able to adapt here in the game. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Williams. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, and I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
This is exactly why third down is practiced every single day. Third and short, third and medium, third and long. It's money down for a reason. You got to lock in. Great success by the offense so far on third down.
Washington coming to the line with another first down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Fires to the big fella. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive turns.
It's a fumble on the play. No, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. I don't know if it... And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Williams on the play fake. Finds the tight end. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
We thought this guy might be a big weapon here and a big part of what the offense was going to try to do. And you've seen now, early in this game, they're going to him a lot. That's already his 5th catch. Defense can't cover him. He's such a big target, and you know this quarterback's going to keep looking his way.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Myers on the move. Connection to the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The run from the shotgun. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead.
Touchdown, Husky! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I'll tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. Holly, what update do you have for him?
Here on the Cougars sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. It'll be a draw. They knock him down right there. The Cougars racing to the line in the hurry-up. Play action. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Washington State will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Guys, here on the Huskies Huskies sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy.
Caught, and he's got room. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Play fake, Williams. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. Quarterback on the keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Makes it past the marker. They get him down at the 36. It will be a first down. Washington State going quickly.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Freeman. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. The Cougars will use their first timeout here. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wazoo headed to the line with another first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Fires to the middle. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Defense not showing press coverage. Williams open on the right side. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Here's Williams to throw. Finds his man. It's Lawson. He is guided out of bounds, and they'll mark it at the 28. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. What do you got on the sideline, Holly?
Hey, guys, the Cougars head coach told me at the half, his quarterback not typically one to turn it over like this. He has an opportunity right now taking the field on offense to start the third quarter. He said ball security has to be at the top of the mind. Slow down, take what the defense gives you, and make sure we're holding on to the football. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. That's caught. It's Hawkins. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Washington State lines up quickly. Got it in the middle. It's Hawkins. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
This offense was just hoping for one big play. They finally got it. They're trailing big in this game, and they needed that pitch and catch to put them on the doorstep to make this a game again. Give them credit. They never lost their confidence. They never stopped being aggressive, and finally, two guys hook up. Massive play for the offense.
Really, really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Calls his own number and just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Back to pass on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Hawkins. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move. Going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Williams trying to set up the screen. Looking for more room. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. Inside 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd. Now on the counter. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Give to Washington again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5.
Makes a grab and room to run. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Throwing, Williams. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks free, and he might be gone. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Quarterback running on the draw. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Go, go. Go, go. Rides to back and leaves it. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point, and game one going exactly how they scripted it.
He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. Washington State ready to get things going now as the offense takes the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Third quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air on 2nd down. Got it in the middle, it's Freeman. He'll be stopped at his own 23-yard line, but he's got enough to move the chains and pick up the first down.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Going to the ground. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
Well, on that incompletion, the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page. I mean, that wasn't even close.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's the pressure. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the first down on 3rd down.
And the defense making a play and getting a hand on that pass.
Great job on the back end in coverage. DB staying in the hip pocket of the target and was able to swat that ball away.
Booster, go! 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll snap it from the 26 on 1st down. Go. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Washington. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
We've reached a break. It's Washington holding the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we reach the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. As As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And to christen this fourth quarter, they'll try to hang a three on the board. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. Absolutely perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Cougars offense takes the field to start this drive. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Using his legs, it's Voorhees. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turn. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The offense lining up for a first down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You can tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Hawkins.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Might be changing the route. 3rd down play from the gun. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And guys, I'm trying to find a way to be up here and be positive.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back.
And the only time it's okay to stretch the ball out and fumble the football is on 4th down and short. It's on 4th down and goal when you have to lay out and you have to reach that football. You could tell he was trying to maybe reach that football, coughed it up. Defense forces the fumble, gets the stop on 4th down.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Well, you'd be hard-pressed to find better field position to start a drive. 1st and goal from the 10. Trying to bull his way in. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. They've got the screen set up. He's going for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Huskies.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they've been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop you.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
give to the back. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Hey, move. Ready, go!
Just a short pass to the tight end. Runs through a man. He might have space. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone.
Ready, go, go!
The inside handoff. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Blue 22, blue 22. Go, go!
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he can really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And this one is perfect. And the field goal is good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit.
And I know a lot of people are scratching their heads why they try to kick that field goal. You're in the 4th quarter. You're down a boatload of points. A field goal isn't going to do it. If you want to win this game, you need touchdowns. I would anticipate for every possession they get from here on out, man, you've got to be way more aggressive.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect it.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
Now the Cougars are going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Wide receiver comes in motion. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. To the ground to try to move the chains. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. The Cougars are going to use their 3rd and final timeout here. And they're really frustrated having to use for giving up the 1st down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs.
Go, go!
And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way